Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very special episode of Goblets and Gays. You may notice by the title and our description, this isn't our normal crew, but this is the very first in all of this series of one-shots we're doing in Cyrene with a bunch of really great people exploring side stories, backstories, past, present, future, who knows. I am Aubrey, I am your GM. I am going to turn it over to my lovely cast this week to introduce themselves and tell you who they're playing. I guess we're going to start with you, Alyssa. You're at the top of the order.
God, Aki, what a time to abandon us.
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. My name's Alyssa. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on Twitter at @adisasterqueer. And tonight I am playing Demetrius Callus III, aka Dima, who is our sorcerer aspiring to be a bard.
It's going to be a good time. And then next we have Dusty.
Hello, I'm Dusty. I use he, they pronouns. You can find me online at DustyHill. You can also find me on Twitter. Twitter is Dusty Hill, but also the person behind the Well Seasoned Stories account at Seasoned Stories. And today I'm going to be playing Joanna Sanchez, Isekai mom in Cyrene, fighter, and from Mexico.
Always all good things.
Yeah.
And next we have Mimi.
Hi, I'm Mimi, also known as Michelle Jones. You can find me on Twitter at AleshaKills. And I'm going to be playing the sprite swashbuckler cavalier, Lemon Lebtra.
And we have the last player we have today is Theta.
Hi, I'm Theta. You can find me at OneShittyBird on Twitter and other random places, like rolling these 20s. I'm a Strix barbarian who really likes rocks.
Can you say the name one more time because you cut out when you said it?
Agnes Terra.
Cool. Yeah. So yes, as our party is navigating the chaos that is Obara and all of that, we jump to a different part of the world. Honestly, in the grand scheme of things, not actually that far away from Obara. Somewhat north in the country of Ozheim, we come across a group sort of heading down a road. It's our little characters here. And Joanna, you've been told of a group that is sort of established a small little village in the middle of the woods. And it was built around a stone that fell from the sky. It is now being worshipped as some sort of religious artifact. And they named their town Sternstein. And so you are probably maybe an hour or so away at this point. Taken a while, you've gotten some people to mark it on your map that have passed through it. They say the people are a little strange and maybe a little bit obsessed with the rock that fell from the sky. But they say they seem mostly harmless. So anything would you like to do before you would come across the town?
So the party is just this group of people. Is there anyone else there?
It is just this group of people.
Okay. I think John's just like, well, so I don't know how strange the people in this town are supposed to be. Like, I heard they were strange, but everyone is strange here. I mean, look at this party. We're all strange. Not in a bad way, just I don't know what to expect. We're looking for a rock. I'm sure it'll be easy to find.
I don't know what you mean, strange.
Honestly, I am very interested in this rock.
Strange, like it's a very long story. I'm not from around here, like anywhere around here, so everything is strange.
And the person speaking is just like a 2.5-foot tall fairy riding on a moth going, I mean, I'm not from around here either. I travel a lot, but I mean, it seems, there's a town, there's people. I don't know what's strange about it.
Also, if anybody would like to make me society checks to see if you've maybe heard anything about Sternstein or the people there.
I got a dirty 20 on society.
With
Dirty
love.
20 is pretty good.
I got a 15, so that's not ideal.
Is this a recall knowledge?
Yeah, I'd say it's a recall knowledge.
Did I use lore master lore?
Sure.
Did you use just a general if it's something I may have heard about? So that makes it a dirty 20 as well.
Dirty 20.
7.
A 7?
Yeah, 7.
Hey.
Hey.
So Agnes, you're just like you're relatively sure that this is just like a cult about rocks, just rocks in general.
That's how.
Yeah,
that makes complete sense. I think rocks are pretty great. I haven't come across many rock cults yet. But honestly, I am happy to see popular in the world. They deserve it.
Are they not already popular?
Well, I mean, it could always stand to be more popular. I mean, rocks are so interesting and cool, and I think they're just undervalued. I mean, how many things can just not alive? Rocks are that, but a lot of things aren't. That's pretty cool.
Demetrius and Joanna, you both remember that people talking about this group have said that the thing they worship they call the Starstone.
I mean, if it fell from the sky, though, usually I'd say that there is some value in being steady the way that they are, but there's no grace, there's no movement. But if this rock, the Starstone, if it fell from the sky, maybe it is alive.
Aren't those just called meteors?
What's a meteor?
Yes, those are in fact just called meteors. They're basically just regular rocks, except they've fallen from the sky. They do sometimes have a different compositions. Most of the time, they're just rocks, or they're minerals. Minerals aren't, but that's another point of contention.
Yes, rocks.
Yes, rocks.
I promised fun facts.
No, I mean it's good.
So, okay, it's called the Starstone. I mean, stars are pretty, sure, fine. We just need to go get it, right?
I'm pretty sure we just need to go get it and bring it back like out of character really quick. I assume has everyone been quote unquote hired by a tropa?
As much as a Fae being trapped in another world can hire, you've been promised various things or through various third parties offered money or items to help out Joanna in this endeavor.
Yeah, I mean, so like a tropa just wants us to get it and get out. I would like to not have to deal with anyone if possible, but I get in, get out probably. Maybe we knock some people out, but it's fine.
Sounds pretty straightforward to me.
But okay.
That's a good question. Do we know?
No one has given you a description. As far as everyone who's passed through the town, the group, they do not let anybody who they don't consider part of their little organization, let them see it.
Oh. This is either going to be very hard or very easy then.
And the item that you've been described that you're looking for is a piece of amber, probably about as big as a fist, like a human's fist. As I realize we have a sprite in the party whose fist will be a lot smaller. A human's fist, so Joanna's fist. And then inside of it, it has a flower not of this plane sort of encased inside of it.
I mean,
Have
look.
we...
Oh, sorry. I want to
No,
do
go.
this job as much as everyone else. I really need to clear this debt, but do you feel okay about stealing a stone that these people worship?
Yes.
They'll find something. They'll find something new to worship. Mortals always do.
Yeah, mortals. What? Yes.
The man of war complications. But I mean, we were hired to do so, so sure. Why not?
I mean, at the end of the day, I want to get home, wherever that is. So
I could probably shove it inside my sleeves. Very big.
I have a bag for it. It's fine.
Okay.
So if we get in quietly, we can take it without hurting anyone. And if anyone gets in our way, then we won't get out without hurting anyone. But either way, I don't see it being an issue.
And yeah, so say about this time, the small little village starts to come into view. You sort of hit this break in the tree line, and before you see all of these, they're a little bit better kept than consider them ramshackled, but a lot of these homes look like they were not built by people who build homes. And then sort of behind all of them is this very large stone building that I guess you could consider a church or like a temple of some kind. If anybody wants to give me a quick religion check. 19? It won't be incredibly high.
I got a 7.
It'll be higher than a 7.
I got a 15.
15?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, so everyone but Lemon, which actually makes sense, Lemon being the one from the Feywilds, you all recognize it as at one point this used to be a temple to Vasil, the sun god. You can sort of see some of the sun motifs that were etched into the rock, and then there's on top of the temple there is a what looks to be was at one point a statue, but it looks like over the years they've kind of like chipped it down, so it's just like a half torso with like an arm and legs. But yeah, other than that, and you can kind of see these people and these sort of everyone seems to be wearing the same gray robes as they mill about, some of them going over to the lake to fish. There are also what looks to be some like small gardens and farms that about. A lot of people are working on those. None of them have really noticed you as you've sort of come into this area over here. I'll say you're right around there.
Does it look like the temple is being particularly guarded, or is there anywhere else that looks like there are people guarding it?
Give me a perception check.
23?
23. You see some people standing guard at like near the doors. You can only see one set of doors in, and there are some people that are sort of standing by there. And as you watch as the doors open, and then there's this sort of elderly-looking dwarf who comes out, and the people by the door bow, and then everybody else in the town around bows as well. And they're murmuring. You're a little bit too far away to really make out what anyone's saying.
Does it?
Well, what?
Oh.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, does it look like anywhere in the town there are just, like a set of these robes hanging up, like outside of somebody, like on a line, doing laundry, drying.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably somebody doing laundry at this point. It's early in the day, so the sun will
Okay.
be on its way up. So this would actually be a pretty good time to do laundry.
Okay, that's good to know. Could definitely steal their clothing.
So
I could take a look around back, see if there's another way in.
you're pretty. You look sneaky. Like your moth. Surprisingly, the moth doesn't make any noise.
The wings are very soft, makes them harder to hear. I can just do a quick once around and come back.
Yeah. Yeah, if anything happens, just come back quickly. If you get spotted, just say you didn't. Just be like, you're just passing by, probably. People do that around. It's a church, right? Looks like a church.
Church, temple, mansion, whatever you want to call it.
Mansions. I hope someone burned down one, by the way. It was really cool.
Oh, fun.
The owner was a dick.
All right. I'll be back. And I just sort of flutter off and try to stay in the tree line as I do a circuit around the building to see if there are other windows or other entrances or some way that we could potentially sneak in.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, and I'll give you a +1 for sticking to the tree line, being small.
So that is a 19.
A 19. So yeah, you sort of make your circle around as you move behind the temple. You see a lot of windows, but none of them look like they particularly open. They're just one pane windows. You can kind of see bits into this temple. It just looks like a temple on the inside. But you don't see any other entrances. And there do seem to be some people milling about inside the temple.
All right. So I'll do my circuit and I'll come back to the group and just sort of report. Well, there are windows, but none that I think any of you could fit through. No other doors, so looks like there's just one way in and out.
Well, that's
chimney or
convenient.
anything?
Chimney?
Did I notice a chimney?
Not on the temple.
Yeah, not that I saw. Probably aren't lighting many fires in there.
Yeah.
Now, those symbols, is that... Could I roll to see if Joanna would recognize the symbols?
Sure. Religion.
17.
17. Yeah, you do recognize it as you've been around here enough, and a couple of the the larger towns that you've stayed in have had very obvious temples to Vasealed. It's the stone is white marble, and you can still kind of see some of the accents of gold.
Now those are for the Vasealed, yeah? How well liked are they? Do you think we could just show up as say worshippers of Vasealed?
I'm not super into your gods, but
they're not mine.
Or whoever's. That statue there is who this temple was originally for, and it doesn't seem like the folks here have a lot of reverence for it. I'm guessing whatever this used to be has been co-opted by another faith.
Did we not just say
Play
that
the
we're
one-
pilgrims here to see the Starstone? Surely they'd want more worshippers, no?
We could also steal a pair of robes and maybe just pretend. I don't. That maybe might work. I don't know, but who knows? An option.
Both plans seem equally feasible, but I'm pretty sure we're only going to get one lie, so we need to commit to which one it's going to be.
I'm much better at scaring people than getting information out of them the nice way. So maybe we should try one of the other ways first. I guess maybe steal some robes. Why not?
Wait, sorry, Aubrey. Were the windows, that's one question. Like, could Lemon sneak through the windows and the rest of us couldn't, or they were shut and she
They
wouldn't
were
be able?
they were shut, and
Okay.
they're not like windows that like have like the half pane that opens or anything. If anything, the windows will like swing out from the inside, and they're probably latched.
Okay. I'm concerned that they won't have robes to fit you or your moth, though.
Oh no, but
We can find you.
I'm pretty sure there's another way around that.
You sprites in a trench coat.
Yes.
Agnes will.
Or-
I'll say Agnes will
more
full on wave
specifically-
her sleeves, which have a lot of fucking room.
Yeah, it's just going to be a sprite and a moth hiding in someone else's trench coat.
Oh. Dima had clearly not considered this.
But yeah, let's steal some robes and pretend to be cultists.
All right. So anybody who wants to try to steal robes, you will have to make thievery checks. And I was
Is-
making perception checks for all of the cultists.
Is anyone good at thievery?
I have a plus
I'm-
3 maximum, I think.
I have a plus 12 to thievery.
Luckily-
dang.
Luckily, one of us has got some skills. So
I'm stealthy, not steely.
Ooh. Listen, I can tell you a lot about rocks.
Let's go distract them with the rocks.
well, you know what? Since Aubrey was so generous with the hero points, I'm going to go ahead and use one now.
All right.
Oh, can I cast guidance real quick before you
Sure. Yeah. She hasn't said the what the total is, so I will allow that.
Okay,
plus one
so-
status bonus?
I'll add a +1 to that.
Mhm.
Okay, so I rolled a 6, used my
Mhm.
hero point, rolled a 7. So it's going to be a 20 total.
20 total. So you are flying like slowly over. You watch as this fetchling with like very close cropped hair is putting these robes on this clothesline to dry. And you think that their back is turned, and then you pull down one of the robes, and you're face to face with this fetchling. And they like look at you, and what is your perception?
My perception is right, not with skills. It's a +10, so the DC is 20.
Well, I wasn't asking the DC. I was just wondering what your bonus was, because
Okay,
I make secrets.
fair enough.
So yeah, you do notice a ring that's on their finger. But the motif on it doesn't really make much sense to you. It is a crown. And they look at you, and then they just put their finger up, like, shh, don't say anything.
I nod. I don't say anything.
Mhm.
Take the robes that I already took, and I fly
Mhm.
away with them.
They're not letting you fly away?
Oh, okay.
And they're sort of saying quiet, but then they go. I was about to be like, actually, I don't think you speak. I don't think you have sign language, so that
No, I don't have
I
that.
don't have sign language. But still, you see that they're signing something, but then they also point to the house that is right behind them. You can see that there's a door open. There's no one else in the house. And then they kind of like crane their head slightly to like get in there.
I'll follow. Yeah, I'll go along.
Yeah, you all can see this.
So I have a question. I have cantrips because of like feats and spells.
Mhm.
Even if I'm a non-spellcaster, do those level up as well?
For items, no. For feats and things like that, yes.
Okay. Would at level 6 message be 3rd level?
Yes, because it would be at level 5.
Okay, cool. Just I would do message because Joanna has that. It's just like, are you okay? Is it? Do we go with you?
Well, I'm not being attacked yet. I'll keep you updated.
Okay. And like, how far away will we be?
You're probably about 200 feet away.
Okay.
If it is this outermost house on, the map, so you might like, if you're stealthy, you might be able to like follow quickly.
Joanna would like to do that.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to do that as well?
I will also follow.
Okay. And if everybody wants to give me quick stealth rolls.
Sorry, Joanna. I got a 12 total.
Oh, no. I got a 21.
I got a 5 total.
Oh no.
I will say you all start going, and then like 10 feet along, Agnes, there's a you're not aware of it. You don't see the person, and then you suddenly just like run right into a person. And then they like turn around and they're like, they look at you. What does everybody else do? And they're like, oh, we have visitors.
Okay, that keeps on walking. She's like, catch up later.
Yeah, because they only see you, Agnes, and they're like, oh, what brings you to our lovely town?
Well, the rock, as I said, I am a I'm oh hi, I'm Agnes Terra. I am a geologist at your wonderful rock, and I thought, oh, I would love to come see it. So hi, here I am. It's nice to meet you.
The person you're standing in front of is like a sylph elf woman, and she goes, oh, I'm Sky, and yes, we do have some very many lovely rocks. Where's the father? I will introduce you to him. And then like she grabs your arm and starts to try to pull you along.
Dima had like paused and was going to go along with Agnes, but is then like, oh, these are both rock nerds. I think that she's fine. So they're just gonna keep following Joanna.
Yeah. As to the father,
Joanna.
your father. Why am I
Oh, it's
like
just the father. He's the one that watches over all of us.
oh.
And she starts pulling you towards the. That's just what he told us to call him.
But what about your own father?
I'm an orphan.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's It's okay. I'm from Cressa, and there's all of those Lagosian raids. My parents died in one of those,
Oh, I'm so
and I
sorry.
found my way here.
Agnes looks very uncomfortable. Like, I don't know what to do.
And yes, she continues pulling you towards the temple, and then I'm going to jump over to everybody who slides into the house. And you all see this fetchling with the close cropped dark hair, and they look at all of you and just going, what are you doing here? I told Eric I had this.
Sorry. Eric who, just to clarify, for, make sure we're on the same page here.
Are you they sort of flash you the signet that's on the ring they're wearing, which all of you can see now is just it's a sort of a plain like ring that has a crown embossed into it. And if anybody wants to, you can make a society or a religion check.
Bet.
All right, let's see if I can roll above a 10.
25 society.
Rolled a 2, so we're good.
19.
19. So Joanna and I don't know why Dima. I was like, for some reason, listen, I keep forgetting your character's name. Dima, you both recognize it as the symbol of Rin, the Mad King. Or currently, there's a whole cult running around dedicated to the Mad King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joanna, you've seen that symbol before.
Yeah.
On that, one of the people in that very nice group you ran around with for a little bit had it.
Mm-hmm. So we're not with Eric. What are you doing here?
Well, you do look like the usual island of lost toys that he likes to recruit. So I thought, well,
Well, that's offensive.
I get it.
Just because we're not with Eric doesn't mean that we don't share a cause, though. And Dima
Just
will
because
sort of.
I'm short doesn't mean I'm a toy. Just
Oh no!
I meant it in the misfit way.
Mm-hmm.
You all stand out. No offense.
Yeah. I mean, look, I know what that signet is. I know people who know what that is. That's a weird way of saying it. Like almost Mad King. Are all these people looking for the Mad King?
Oh no, I'm the only one. I've been here 6 months now. You wouldn't be here to steal the Starstone?
Oh, similar ideas.
Yeah. They're like look around this tiny cottage. Like you see it's got like a fireplace, a bed, and some very basic things. And they're like, I would offer for you to sit if I had anywhere to sit. I would also offer tea if I had any of that.
they don't give people furniture here?
I kind of have to make it, unless you're favored by the father. I say it sarcastically.
Right. So you want the thing. We want the thing. I don't suppose there's any way for us to deal with this sort of amicably?
It depends. Why do you want it?
Why do you want it?
Because that's like one of our things. We try to take powerful magical items away from people who might abuse them and, you know, not necessarily give them to people who use them better, but, you know, make sure nobody can abuse people with them.
Oh, no abuse here.
What they said.
Yeah. I mean, that is very noble. That's very, very good. Well, if you get it to us, we can definitely guarantee it's going to end up somewhere far, far away from here.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, actually, Aubrey, so I have the feet lie to me. Can I roll to sort of vibe check and see if this conversation has been honest? I mean, it basically just means I get to roll deception instead of whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. You can roll deception, see if they have been honest to you.
That's a 22.
22. They like you get the feeling that they are honest enough. They're admitting things, you know, but they're not outwardly lying to you. And Elle just looks at you and just goes, I honestly just want to get out of here. So honestly, Eric can go fuck himself. If I can help you get away with the stone, or, you know, I can get away with it, doesn't matter, long as one of us does, and I can leave this godforsaken place.
That sounds good. And if you want, we could probably tell Eric to go fuck himself. If you want that part of the deal.
Yeah,
Doesn't need to be.
It's tempting.
But I mean, seems like we have similar goals. We get the rock. You get to leave this strange. Is it a cult? It looks like a cult.
It's most definitely a cult.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
Yeah, no, it's fun.
Yeah, and I think it's around this point when Lemon looks around the room and does a quick head count and goes, "Where's Agnes?"
Oh, she went off with another rock nerd? It seemed fine. They were just sort of chatting.
Okay. So by rock nerd, do you mean cultist?
Probably.
Yes, they were in the robes.
Okay, so Agnes is chatting with a cultist. We'll circle back to that later.
They're probably fine. Could I do a message just like, how are you doing? You're doing okay, yeah?
And we'll just smash cut to Agnes as like Agnes is like standing in the middle of like the whole like T intersection that is this town with like 10 of these like gray robed people around her. And this guy is very happily excited. It's just like, oh yes, the father should be here any time now. And that is when you get the message from Joanna.
What exactly does the message say?
It's and just like I'm asking, like, how are you okay? How's it going with the rock nerd?
Agnes is just going to, I think, reply basically. I don't know. I'm about to meet the father. Apparently, he is not everyone's dad, and I think that's about what Agnes is going to say.
I'm just gonna just quickly, like, on our end. They said they're gonna meet the father. Is that bad?
Elle sort of does the ooh face. That's not great.
I mean, I'm in the middle of the town, so it's not like I'm inside the building right now.
And you know, as this happens, we'll cut back to Agnes, and you watch as sort of like these people part, and this sort of elderly dwarf comes up to you, and he's just like, Sky, my dear, what do you have for us today? And Sky goes, I have a rock nerd.
Hi!
Oh, and your name is...
You need Agnes Terra. I'm a geologist and surveyist. I map the world.
Oh, fascinating, fascinating. So, what brings you to our little village?
I heard about some very cool rocks in the area from some people for myself.
And she goes, oh, yes, as I've told you all, my children, the word of the Starstone is spreading. More people will know, more people will flock to us, and our cause will grow. And he turns back to you and is like, I am so glad to have you here. And give me a quick will save.
Oh, no.
Let me check. Do I have anything? So will save. Okay. If I'm correct, that's a nat 20 plus 13 would make it 23.
Hey.
That's a 33. Yes, you sort of feel like his words are honey. And you know, there's sort of like a glamour slightly, and then you shake your head and blink your eyes, and it's gone. And you're totally aware that he just tried to cast charm on you.
What sort of spell he tried to cast on me?
An enchantment spell.
Okay, that's a little rude. I think Agnes doesn't know what to do. She wants to make it, I guess, look a little bit like it succeeded, but she has no fucking idea how to.
Do you wanna try a deception check?
Sure, this is probably not going to go as well. But sure, why not?
I don't mind you. You do have 3 hero points, and you can spend the hero points anytime you roll. You can spend 1 hero point to re-roll that roll, and then also if you get downed in combat, you can spend all of your hero points to stabilize.
Sorry, I'm trying to look through anything I know. Okay, I know nothing for deception. Let's go. Probably not. That is a 16 total, actually.
The 16 total.
That's
pretty good. Yeah,
so it's
pretty good. And you know, there's a moment where there's something that passes across his face for a moment. Like maybe he's also aware his spell failed. And he just goes, well, can I show you around? I'm sure you're parched. I can get you some tea, some food, anything like that.
That would be lovely.
Well, if you would follow me into the temple, I am sure we can find something for you.
Cool. Agnes follows. No,
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah. And yeah, you follow him, and the massive doors open, sort of leading you into this temple, and you sort of see just rows of pews for people to sit in. And at the end of this, there's this massive altar of stone. And yeah, we'll jump back to the party in Elle's house.
So yeah, they said they were in the middle of the town, surrounded by everyone and meeting the fodder.
Yeah.
What was your name again?
Oh, you can call me Elle.
Elle. What can you tell us about this father?
Not well. I know a little bit. He's a dwarf. He started this whole thing maybe 25 years ago. It's from what we were able to dig up. And, you know, slowly been gathering a lot of orphans and people just sort of without a home offering them a place to stay and all of that, and then just making them all work, so he can live a nice, comfortable life.
All right. So, quite your average sycophant. Tell me, is our friend in danger if he if he meets them? Are they in danger?
It depends. How susceptible would you say your friend is to magical enchantment?
Oh, well, they're made of stone, so I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but
I mean, it might. He'd be very convincing through magical or actual means. And it depends on how much. He isn't likely to try and murder them in broad daylight, but who knows what happens tonight.
Okay.
Understood. Well, wait, what do you mean tonight?
People go missing, usually at night. And it's usually people that have quarreled with the father.
Sounds really terrible. just general.
Yeah, no, seriously, I miss civilization.
I mean, you've managed to last here for 6 months. What do you have any tips for us if we
Hey, keep your head down, don't draw attention, and you know,
Yes, keep
be
my
good at
head
hiding.
down. Don't draw attention. Be good at hiding. All well and good. We have to kill a man.
can we
Hey, if you think
get
you
a
can do
brief Sorry, I was just going to say, can we get a brief description of this group when he says don't draw attention? Because I feel like, or when Elle says don't draw attention, because I feel like we are a little attention grabbing.
we didn't really get descriptions of our characters.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I am 2.5 feet tall. I have moth wings. I have like dark skin that's got like these pink and green, like I basically glitter. It's nearly impossible for you to not draw attention if anyone sees me. But also, yeah, I'm like, don't draw attention. Don't draw attention. We're going to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, Joanna is like wearing the equivalent of jeans. No, they're just jeans. They're not equivalent. They're literally just jeans. And a flannel with rip sleeves and a very like bright shield on her back. So
Yeah, and Dima is a human, but he has very sort of beautiful makeup and a multicolored scarf tied around their hips. And above that, sort of on their lower back, is a tattoo that when you first look at it, you think that it's like an icon of Romulus, the god of song. But then if you look closer, you notice that the face is just Dima's.
It's so humble.
It's beautiful. Yeah, and Agnes is about she's not like particularly tall. She looks essentially like a gray blue elf with white hair, just wearing very like tidy academic. It almost looks like it's not quite obeying gravity. With just a set of white wings behind her. She's also partially made of stone. Yes, just is. So very.
we're all very discreet here.
The most discreet.
I mean, Elle is a fetchling. So they are, for people who don't know what fetchlings are, they are like very edgy looking. They're like sort of shadow people.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the best description. They've got sort of like palish, sort of on the the edge of like gray skin. And, they have hair that is probably dark, but is a little bit too close cropped to be able to like really tell. Well, I imagine if all of you work together, you can most definitely do that. You're definitely the most capable people who have passed through in the past 6 months.
I say we stick with the original plan to a point. You get us the robes, get us into the temple while everyone's distracted with their new member. And once we find the stone, secure the stone, kill the father, rescue our friend, make an escape. Not necessarily in that order.
Sure. Yeah. Elle sort of procures a couple of robes, and it's just like might be a little bit baggy, but it's all I got.
Sounds good. We may just want to do this quickly, though.
Yes. As you are, so is that what your plan is going to be? Is just sort of like go to the temple after you put on the robes?
Yeah, that's my plan. I am basically like clinging to Dima's back underneath the robe like a backpack. With like my moth on Joanna's back.
Yes.
That's a good plan.
Dima petitioned hard to switch with Joanna because they want wings, but
Just slightly taller. It makes more sense for the wings outstretched to be on my back.
So yes, you do that. You get ready to, Elle is just like, put the hoods up, keep your heads down. No one's going to really pay any attention to you. And they lead you towards the temple. And we'll jump back to the temple where Agnes is. So Agnes, you're in this temple and you watch as, you're sort of following the father, very old, elderly-looking gnome, and like on either side is being flanked by just sort of like two people who, like, under the robes, you can kind of tell that they're wearing armor and probably have a sword. And as he leads you down, sort of like the aisle, and he's gesturing at bits and pieces and sort of talking, and he says to one of them, it's just like, oh, put on a pot of tea and see if we have any bread for our friend, to one of the other people in robes, and they scurry off to what is probably a kitchen. The father eventually like stands before the altar and turns to you and just like, so how did you hear of us? I want to know who's out there spreading our good story, good word.
People talk about things, and sometimes I hear a person who knows about things.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's fully in his own little cult leader, just whatever. And he turns around and gestures, and you're up close far enough now that you can see that parts of this altar are made with these giant bones that look like teeth. You have nature, right?
Yes, I definitely
Give me that nature roll. Nature recall knowledge.
That is, oh god, math. I am great at math. That's a lie. I'm fantastic at math. I think that's a 31 in total.
31? Yeah, no, you can tell that these things that look like bones are teeth, specifically teeth of a dragon. And I would just say, you also know dragons, about 1,000 years ago, were driven off of the world by the gods, the gods, quote unquote, when they ascended to godhood. There are dragon skeletons. You might have seen one in a museum. The teeth and stuff, they look pretty old. Because honestly, all the dragons pretty much gone about 1,000 years ago. So this person found a skeleton or something, and he gestures and and he's just like, ah, yes, one day with the power of the stone that was granted to us, the rightful gods can return and take their place among us.
Yes, absolutely. This is a beautiful altar. I haven't seen any like it before. I haven't seen many altars. But this altar in particular, it's beautiful. The rightful gods, yes.
Yes, child.
Yes.
The dragons.
Yes. Do I know this? Does Agnes know that the
Well, this is a lot of these things are taught to people in Cyrene as just sort of these things are fact. Essentially, before the gods rose up to power and ascended to godhood and drove the dragons off, all the stories say that the dragons were tyrannical. They ruled with an iron fist, and pretty much if they didn't like a town, it was gone. No one liked dragons.
Okay. Really quickly, can Agnes look around the building and the altar and everything around here? And first of all, see if first of all, I want to see how weak the structural integrity of this stone building is, and then secondly, see if I can see the Starstone.
Perception check.
Seems to be in a different room. Okay, cool. For both of them, two different ones or one?
Just one.
Okay. I was gonna see if I could by any chance use that for the steadiness of stone. Perception, that is, my brain's looking for my perception stat.
On Wanderer's Guide, it should be right. Yep, right below.
Yeah. 27.
27. Yeah, this temple is built out of marble.
Okay.
And it's pretty sturdy. These temples, especially ones to the sealed, are meant to last.
Fun fact,
but you don't.
Huh? Nothing. I was saying marble's metamorphic.
Oh, those are words. I know what some of those words mean.
It's a type of rock. Marble. Don't need to know any of that.
Okay. And you don't see anything that might be a Starstone. There's nothing on top of the altar, but sort of a metal bowl of some kind.
Okay. Cool. I think Agnes is going to just drink this tea and best she can until she sees at least one other member of the people she came with into this building.
Yeah. I'll say it's probably about this point when you all sort of arrive, keeping your heads down. No one's really paid you any attention. And you sort of slip through the doors and you see what you see in front of you, the massive church and all of that.
Right before we slip in, I'd like to message Agnes and say, we're very well hidden in robes. We're coming your way now.
Yeah.
You probably won't be able to tell us apart from the rest of the cultists.
Agnes,
I'm
saying, but out loud, she's going to say, oh, this is also wonderful. Trying to communicate back to them, yay, good. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you see this in front of you. What would you like to do? Because currently they don't realize you're here. You definitely have the upper hand.
I would like to look for the the Starstone rock.
Give me a perception check. Anybody who wants to see if they can see what the Starstone, or the description that you have been given.
That's okay. So 22.
22. Does anyone else want to make a perception check?
Did I cast Detect Magic to try and find it that way?
Ooh.
Yeah. What is the range on Detect Magic?
It is only 30 feet, unfortunately.
So say there's nothing magical within 30 feet of you. But you definitely know that the idol is magical.
What is the penalty to perception for being inside of a robe?
Let's just call it a -1. Like you just do the thing where you like climb up and like peek out over like someone's shoulder.
Well, my dice don't like me, so that's a 12.
Yeah, it's not easy doing this, and you don't really see a lot more. Joanna, you don't see anything that looks like the idol. You don't even see anything that looks like could be like maybe a special worshipped stone. You do notice that in sort of near the altar, there are these two sort of statues of like warriors, and one of them does look to be like off kilter slightly.
Yeah, like kind of like low to the groups. Imagine they're staying close together, just like I don't see the idol anywhere. Maybe if we get close to the altar, because there's some. It looks like stuff is a little out of place. Here we go.
Agnes will fully pull a rock out of her slaves. If that, I don't know what I'll do, but she'll just try to do something to like, because she knows they're in here. She wants them to get closer. She's going to presume they haven't quite yet. Is going to be like, pull a rock out and see if she can provide them maybe some sort of distraction. I don't think it'll work very well, but she'll be like, look at this, and make sparks and show off a pretty rock, and like make sparks out of a pretty rock. Maybe change the color of the sparks using the pretty rock, because like you can use rocks to change the color of fire.
Yeah. Give me a nature check just as you're doing this.
But
So just sort of spout rock facts and try to be as distracting as you can with rocks. Yeah. I'll also ask: Are you all attempting to ambush or sneak past?
I think we're just like getting the lay of the land for now. Because we want to figure out where the stone is before we start cracking heads, right?
Yeah. I think what Agnes will specifically do to provide them cover is basically get different rocks out of her sleeves, because she has very big sleeves, and make a small like little bit of fire, and then like show how fire can change colors with different minerals and rocks, and because that's always a really fun thing to show people, and maybe they haven't seen this before.
He's at least humoring you for the moment.
Okay, so that's a 15 in total, but I rolled a 2, so do with that what you want.
You can also always use a hero point if you want to re-roll that, and you think you can do better.
Does Agnes get the feeling maybe that doing this will give them good enough cover that they can like scout?
They may not be able to get past like the guards standing on either side of the altar. But, they can at least move around in sort of the aisle area.
I don't think I'll 15 total.
Yeah, you're all approaching the altar. You see the same things. You see the dragon teeth and dragon bones, also part of the altar. You all see the statues and Dima, you also notice that the statue on the right is slightly askew. But none of you see a starstone or anything that matches the idol's description.
Kind of as a I'm going to do a message to Dima, since Lemon is on their back. And just like, do you want to check out the statue and I can maybe do a distraction?
You also get the you'll notice that the guards are standing, like they're also keeping anybody who is just a normal townsfolk away from these areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's why I kind of want to be like sneak distraction.
How tall are the like pews, the benches? Like, could I conceivably like let Lemon out of my cloak and
Yeah,
behind one and people wouldn't notice?
They're high enough that, you know, Lemon could definitely, they're taller than Lemon.
Okay, so I'm gonna whisper to Lemon, if I walk over to the side, do you think that you'd be able to jump down and look, sneak around, try and check things out while Joanna makes a distraction?
I think I can manage that.
What do I do about your moth first?
Just don't let anyone hurt it.
Okay, I'll put the shield over her.
So yeah, I'm gonna drop down and like basically fall out the bottom of the robe and like scurry over under the pew. And once Joanna does something, I'm gonna go try to investigate this statue.
Okay, Joanna, what are you gonna do?
So I have two ideas. One is much more chaotic than the other. I'm gonna start with the less chaotic one. I'm gonna I think I will like get kind of close and just like it's like to the guards, kind of like wave at them. It's like, excuse me, could I get some of your assistance over here? Why am I doing that accent? That's not Joanna's accent.
Is Joanna doing an accent?
It's Joanna in disguise.
Sure, yeah. Joanna's doing an accent now. No. It's like, could I get some assistance over here?
And they're gonna look at you. You can tell that they have their hands on like the pommel of a sword, and they look a little bit unsure of what you actually need assistance with.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's fine. But I want them to come closer to me towards the pew that I'm closest to on the left.
Okay. Give me a deception check.
Okay, something I am not trained in. Let's go. 13.
Only one of them comes over. The one that is on your left comes over and just is like, "What appears to be the problem?"
Okay, and this is where my utter chaotic thing is going to come into play. Joanna is going to reach into her pocket and take out what looks like to be a card of some sort. And want to pull a card from the cantrip deck.
Okay.
Like, it's like, I have some issues reading this. Could you help? And I'm gonna roll a D39 because I'm just gonna go random whatever common cantrip is, and to cast it as a first level spell.
Does the Kamehameha count in that?
No, because it's not a cantrip.
Oh yeah, no, it is a first level spell.
It is first level. Yeah, that would be wild. Okay, so I have a Google Doc with all the spells. I'm gonna roll.
The D39 or whatever.
Yeah, I got 37 wit. That is gonna be Tanglefoot. And cast it as a first level spell.
And I believe in Tanglefoot, if I remember correctly, you have to make a spell attack roll against his AC.
Yeah, I have the thing pulled up. Spell attack against the target. Oh gosh, what I use for my spell attack?
Believe it would be intelligence.
Oh, you know that when you pull from the card, it actually says a spell attack modifier +5.
Oh, yeah. Some of those items do actually have set.
Yeah, okay, cool. So
cool.
I'll do that. I'm going to use a hero point for that because that was a 2. So hero point.
7. Yeah, that would be a critical failure.
This one's better. It's a 19.
And that was, what was the number?
19.
19. Yeah, that honestly, it just sort of, you attack it like the vines, but they don't seem to like really embed themselves, and he just sort of steps back slightly, and his hand he's already pulling out the sword.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was this. Like I said, I can't read it.
So at this point,
but and then give me a stealth check if you want to go check out the thing, and then Dusty, give me the deception check.
My stealth is a 28.
28. Yeah, they do not see you as you head towards the statue.
I got a total of, is mine a +2 or a +3? Deception's +2, so that's a 18.
An 18. He doesn't seem to believe you, and you watch as he like pushes his rope sled slightly, and he has his hand on the handle of his sword. He is considered unfriendly to you right now.
I just make, oh, what? That's really, really unnecessary. It just looked like it's just a card. Like, magic is just so strange to me. You wouldn't believe it. Like, did you know that people worship gods around here?
And he goes, you're aware that items like that are forbidden in the village?
Sometimes.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to hand the rest of those over to me. And yes, Lemon, you see this statue, and once you like get up next to it, you can see that there is a trapdoor like under the statue.
Is there like a switch or a lever, or is this statue just literally plunked on top of a door?
Give me a perception check.
My dice are not being friendly to me. I have a 16.
16, you do not see a switch or a lever.
Well, I'm tiny and I have a strength of 10. I'm not pushing a statue. But I think I just sort of mime to Dima, just like a statue like toppling over. Like, yeah, this needs to fall.
Dima looks at you and points at their arms, which are pretty noodly, and sort of shrugs.
Oh, well, this guard is like, has his hand open, and he's like, I'm gonna ask you to surrender the rest of those cards.
If you say so, I think that's a little bit unnecessary. Can I draw more cards?
Sure, go for it.
As I'm pulling them out, I draw 2 of them.
Sure, I'll allow it.
All right. The first one is an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, well, that's disrupt undead. I don't know if that's applicable at all.
Let's target with energy. Positive damage plus your spellcasting modifier must attempt a basic fortitude save. The creature critically fails its save. It is also enfeebled for 1 round. He succeeded on his save, and it's just like, he has his sword out now, and he's like, and he is moving towards you as far as you know, as you're trying to kill him. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
If it helps, the second one was read aura.
He's angry. And so for Foundry, you right-click your token, and you will see a little icon that has crossed swords and a shield. You hit that, it'll toss you into the initiative tracker, and then you can roll initiative for your Foundry or on your own and just tell me what you get.
All right, my initiative is actually, hang on a second.
Okay, I know it's tossed me into the initiative tracker. I have to find the.
It is the second one. It's got the little fist.
This makes sense. Set. Agnes, you've been doing pretty decent with this dice.
I got 32.
I will.
Trying to remember. I don't think I have any abilities that improve my initiative, so it's a 21 for me.
What is initiative? Like, what do we add?
Perception.
Perception.
Okay, perception. Cool.
Got
Even
nat
though-
20,
Nat 20, so that is
total of 30. So I'm still
30.
worse than Joanna.
I have 22 in total, I think. Agnes, how do I get you to...
okay. And yes, we will begin this encounter with at the top of the round with Joanna.
I think like first Joanna just has her hands up, just like, well, okay, I guess we're gonna fight now. And
They're like, assassins, come to kill the father.
you give yourself too much credit. And so from her back she has that shield on her, but the shield has the called runestone, and like it's the same amount of actions as taking out her shield, so she's gonna have it teleport into her hand.
I imagine it's like Captain America. It's got like the magnet thing on it, and you just go boom, just right to your hand.
Exactly. From the robe, and then from kind of like she has one of those kind of like sheets that are on that attach to the leg and pulls out her machete. I think is that 2 actions pulling out a weapon.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then I think oh Joanna has the intimidating thing.
Intimidating glare.
Intimidating prowess.
Prowess.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to demoralize and get a +1 circumstance bonus to intimidation check. So I'm gonna do that.
Versus this guard's will DC.
Cool. So it's gonna be damn, it's so close to a 20. So that's gonna be 19 plus 13. That's 32.
32. Yeah, that will be enough to it is not a crit success,
Mm-hmm.
but it is pretty close, and that's what he's frightened 1.
Just double checking demoralize. Success is frightened 1.
Yep.
And that's all my actions.
Okay. Dima, it is your turn.
Hey, so for my first action, I'm going to shout, watch out to Agnes and cast guidance on them.
Aww.
And for my second action, I am going to drop a flaming sphere sort of right on top of them so that I can catch, it's 15 feet, so that a 15-foot square, so that I can catch the guard and the father. But unfortunately, Agnes is also right there. So I need a basic reflex save from everyone.
All right. Okay. +1. All right. The father rolled a 29, and the guard rolled a. And is it the one that Joanna demoralized, or the other one?
Joanna, you demoralized the one close to you, right?
Yeah, the one that was Amy.
Yeah, so it's the same one.
Yeah. That one is a 14, so I think that one might be a critical failure.
DC 22, so only normal fail.
30 total.
30 total? Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so it is 10 fire damage. So Agnes and the father, I guess, both take half.
So you'll take 5. And then you'll take the full 10.
Oh. Wait, never mind. Sorry, I read something wrong. All good, and that is my turn.
That is your turn. Okay. And so it is the first guard, the one that hasn't had anything happen to them yet. First guard is going to spend its first action to pull out its sword. Second action is going to step forward onto the pew, and then third action, swing at you, Dima, simply because you just summoned fire. You are clearly the biggest target because Joanna, all Joanna has is a sword. And that is going to be a 19 to hit.
Nope, misses.
Okay, you managed to just duck out of the way, and it just sort of like embeds itself into the pew behind you. And it is the father's turn. And he is going to start off his turn by doing a thing. He's going to start off, and he is going to say, do not worry about them. They will not stop our mission. The Starstone will guide us, bring the true gods back to us. And he is going to cast fear on you, Agnes. And I do need a will save.
Okay, cool. I'm like trying to see if I once more have anything for this. I don't think I do. I'm a barbarian. I feel like I should. Apparently I don't.
You may be getting close to the thing where you get the if you succeed on a will save, you critically succeed. You may be getting close to that.
Yeah. I don't think I have that because I was like looking at it. I don't. I rolled a 26 in total, however.
26. That is a success. So you were only frightened one, as you know, his features twist and contort, and you sort of feel yourself get nervous. But you don't have to like run away or anything. You just got a minus if you're attacking him. So frightened one, it will go away at the end of your turn. And it's just going to give you a -1 to pretty much everything.
Cool.
This is the best way to remember it. So, and then he is coming. And then he is going to use his last action to quick draw his dagger and stab out at you.
Wow, so rude.
Because surprise, he's a rogue.
Once more.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. And that is going to be a 27 to hit with the dagger.
So rude, that hit.
Mm-hmm. Luckily,
yeah.
it's just a dagger. So take 6 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, let's wait. I'm trying.
Yeah.
To, like,
And then that's the end of his turn. And it will be your turn, Agnes.
Cool. It's my turn. I think first deal I am going to start rage because I can rage, and that feels like a good thing to probably do.
Yeah, and when this happens, like, what does Agnes's rage look like?
Agnes, despite the fact that angry, doesn't actually seem to get that angry. However, she does kind of in her mind, like, yes, she's not on his side. At this point, she's annoyed, so she's just gonna kind of stand up, throw this cup of tea at him, and then go, "Fuck you!" and then pull out her axe as well as she begins to rage. It's a very, very polite. Yeah. And so that's 2 actions right there, if I'm correct.
To rage and to pull out your weapon. Yep. So you have 1 more action.
I have 1 more action. Cool. I am then going to swing at him with my very fancy axe. Yeah. Okay. And that is a 27 to hit.
27. Yes, that hits.
Cool. This is a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, welcome to Pathfinder.
This axe, by the way, is ginormous. It seems a little bit too big for her to be holding. So that's one of these, and that's, I think, where's the second one? There we go, found the second one. I like very specifically look for. I rolled a 1 and a 2, which is terrible. But that is 13 damage total.
13 damage total?
To deal with it. Yeah.
Okay. Lemon, it is now your turn.
So here's the fun thing. I have a speed of 20.
Oof.
So what I'm going to draw my branch spear.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in theory, I could start shooting with my short bow, but no, I'm going to draw my spear. I am going to just step up about that far. And I am going to yell at the father and just go, "Hey, fuckface, is this statue over here? Is this where you keep your shiny rock?" And I'm going to attempt to demoralize him.
Okay. Is that how you get your panache?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
I just happen to have the antagonize class feature. So I'll tell you what that do if I successfully frighten him, and I'm going to use a hero point because I rolled a 6. That's a 22 intimidation.
That is not going to be successful.
All right. Well,
he seems a little too distracted with the giant rock elf bird that just hit him with a very large weapon.
Now my moth is a mature companion, which means my moth is a mature companion, so it can act even if I don't spend an action to command it. So I'm just going to have it fly 30 feet in my direction. I don't have a moth token, but
for a hot second, it looks like Joanna sprouted wings, and the other person got even more scared.
Yeah, so it'll be somewhere around there. I was like, oh yeah, all of my tokens are just sort of blank tokens. Sadly, because Smatter doesn't have like art for anything.
A blank placeholder token is fine.
Okay. Let's see. Let's open up the first bestiary and grab the first monster I see. There we go.
Perfect.
What CR is this monster?
Who can say?
I don't know.
But yeah, that's my 3 actions.
Cool. And yeah, it is the guard's turn. And first action, draw his sword. Second action, step up to you, Joanna. Third action, swing. And that is going to be a 24.
No, because I have my shield.
Yes. Okay. And then his frighten goes away at the end of the turn. And we'll back up to your turn, Joanna.
Cool. So they now officially attack me or on my face. So I'm first going to do an exacting strike. So if it fails, it does not count towards the attack penalty. So let's see how that goes. That is a 26 total.
26 will hit.
Nice. So let me just roll that slashing damage. Oh, That is 9 slashing damage. Joanna just goes like right into them.
9 slashing damage.
Yes.
Okay. So this guard will use its reaction for its destructive vengeance.
Oh no.
And it will increase the damage it takes by 2d6, and that's a lot of damage. That's actually 10 damage it's going to take. And it deals 10 damage to you as well in evil damage.
Evil damage?
Evil damage. So they'll take 19 damage, but you will take 10 in evil damage.
I think Joanna takes them. It's like, what the fuck? I got run, and just gonna attack them again.
Yep.
So that was a higher roll, but it's minus. I don't think it's machete finesse. I don't think so.
Machete, I don't think so.
No, it's not. So that's minus 5. So that's 16 plus 14 minus 5. That's 25.
25 will hit, just barely.
That's going to be 8 slashing damage.
8 slashing. Okay.
Yes, and then I'm just seeing if I have anything else. I guess as my last thing, I'm just gonna cast guidance on myself. That's it.
Guidance. Okay.
Yes.
Yep. And then Dima, it is your turn.
So the flaming sphere that I sort of dropped on the group last turn is still hanging around. I'm just gonna sort of roll it over towards the guard who's in combat with Joanna and sort of drop it on them again. So give me another reflex save.
Does Joanna need to make a reflex save as well?
No, I can move it so that it only hits them.
Okay, cool.
Like up here.
Thanks.
So that is going to be a 14.
Yay! Oh, wait. Oh, no, I think it's only 22. So that's a failure. So they will take 11, 14 fire damage. And then I am going to glare at the guard who dared to try to attack me and say, just like, how dare you? And reach out and try to cast Vampiric Touch on them. So give me a fortitude save, please.
My usual good luck with rolls. Not here tonight. That's it's good for you all. Yeah, it was a natural one for a 15.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, do I get anything for natural ones on things that are like saves?
Yeah, you still roll on the crit deck.
Yes.
And let's see. I was like, roll a d54. There we go. Because for some reason I don't have the same one I have in the normal Bach one. I think I just have a different mod on that one. Okay. But yes, you still double damage. And as you do this, the target starts laughing uncontrollably, like you just said the funniest joke. Laughing and is slowed one and can't use reactions.
So Dima is slightly offended by this, but the guard takes 40, is it negative damage?
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yep.
takes 40 negative damage, and I get 20 temp HP. And that's my turn.
Yep. And it's currently the guard, and his guard is laughing and and like with one arm like trying to wipe away the tears from him laughing so hard. And his slow, so he's got one less action. And is going to come around and with the sword attempt to hit you. And that is a 29.
That hits.
And is it a crit or anything?
No, my AC is 24.
All right. So it is 14 slashing damage. And then is for its second action, he is going to move to assist the father. Okay. And it's the father's turn, and he's very angry. Where you hit him, probably bleeding a little bit, and is going to use. Yes, that's cool. And is going to use you sort of see casting a spell, reaching out to touch you. And it is. And I need a basic fortitude save.
Okay, cool. Like I'm checking. Is this a manipulate action? No, right? Yeah, no. Guessing no. Okay.
No.
Guys, please don't fail me. I don't want to take a lot of damage. I only have so much health.
I mean, you should be pretty stacked on health.
I am pretty stacked. I just don't want to take a lot of damage. Anyway.
So yeah, it is. You do meet the DC, so you will take half damage as he casts harm on you. And
yeah, cool.
And is going to use its second action for its cast down ability. And as this happens, God, I literally have been trying to think of a way to describe this in my head, and all I can think is the goddamn shoulder touch from Spider-Verse that we watched the other night.
Yes.
It just touches you, and you get knocked prone as this negative energy passes through you and just sweeps you off your feet. So you will take 10 negative damage.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to be. Can they? Yeah, unfortunately they can't. I was like, yeah. Okay, cool. Because I was gonna say, I know I'm not flat-footed to flanking creatures, but flat-footed.
Lieutenant. And then once you're on the ground, he is going to spend his last action to move over to where the door is. He's running away.
Oh, this son of a bitch.
Let me check something. Wait, can I stop him from opportunity? Yeah, I have attack of opportunity.
You can lash out and possibly hit him. There are only a few abilities that stop someone from moving, and the only one I can think of is stand still, which is a monk thing. But you can still lash out and attempt to attack him. I believe it was. No escape. I do believe there is a penalty from attacking on the ground.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Prone.
Attack to move away from you, so I can keep pace with the retreating foe. So even though I'm. You can keep pace with a retreating foe. So if he's retreating, follow him.
So you have to. Yeah, you would have to choose one or the other.
You are not
this
prone.
Is true. It doesn't. Just weird fun.
The only move actions you can use while you're prone are to crawl or stand, and crawl is only 5 feet per one action.
Make an attack of opportunity against the dude then.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Cool.
then roll.
Yeah. I guess that's just my D20. So that is 28 to hit.
28 to hit. 28
Okay,
will hit.
so that is like calculating the minimum damage right now.
And that is with the -2, right? For being prone.
-2. So 28, that would be 26, actually.
26 will still hit.
So this is, I think, minimum. That 15, 22 damage. And it's just, I don't know what S stands for. Whatever S is. Slashing. 22 slashing damage.
Okay.
I also, I'm not going to use it.
Lemon, is now your turn.
All right.
Wait, no. Agnes, it is still your turn. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got really confused there for a moment. I was like, wait. You had your attack of opportunity, but now it is your turn.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just going to try to hit the dude right there in front of me.
Do you want to spend an action to get up?
Oh yeah, I'm going to spend an action getting up. So that's one action gone. And then I'm going to checking. Most of my things are turns out not great for combat. Go hit him one, I want to say, because this is right.
You don't have to that's only one action, so you still have 2 actions.
I think I'm just I think I'm just going to try hitting this person. So that is not great the first time round. It's the frightened condition still applies.
Frightened condition went away at the end of your turn. The values on things like that, because frightened 1 means at the end of that turn, at the end of your next turn, it goes away.
Oh, okay, cool. So that would be 18.
Remember, you still should have hero points if you want to use those.
Then. Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay, so that is 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
25 to hit, cool. And then that is. Where is it? There we go. Wow, I'm rolling so bad on damage. I have 12 slashing damage. Yeah, only 12. I'm rolling really bad right now. Will be 23 to hit.
23 won't hit. Will just barely. Man.
Wrong. I think it's actually
18. It still doesn't hit. It's still not a critical failure, so you're fine. And you managed to sort of deflect your weapon with his blade. And now, Lemon, is your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna run up to my mount, and I just sort of make this clicking sound with my tongue that doesn't sound like a sound that a regular mouth should be able to make. But with quick mount, I can mount and command my companion at the same time. So we're going to use 2 strides to get right up over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to strike. And I don't know why my dice have decided to be uncooperative, but that is a 22.
22. 22 will not hit the father.
But yeah, That is my 3 actions. So I am at least keeping up with him.
Okay. It will be the guard that's in front of you, Joanna. Ready to go toe to toe again. And we'll
Bring it.
first action swing, and I don't expect a 19 hits.
Nope.
Yeah. And then we'll try again. And that is going to be a 25.
Yeah.
And that will be 20 slashing damage. As, you know,
Ow.
each just gets around your shield. And like, you're a fighter, so
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he moves away. It's you're a fighter now. It's yeah, and for his last action, he is going to you know, as like as he does this, sort of follows up with a brush on like against your armor with his hand, and you could feel some magic at work. Give me a basic fortitude save.
Oh my. Okay. Where is it on the sheet? Oh, okay. Fortitude. I don't want to use a hero point for that. Better. It's a 23.
That is the basic fortitude, and let's see. That does absolutely no help. Thank you, Foundry. But yes, that is technically a success. And you just take half of 1d6 negative damage, or no, half of 3d6 negative damage.
Oh, okay. Cool. Great.
But you don't take any status penalties to your AC. And he rolled really fucking low. I guess I gotta get out of this bad dice luck tonight. That's 5. So you take 3 negative damage as he touches you.
Okay. Joanna is right annoyed.
Mm-hmm. And now it's your turn again.
Cool. As a free action, I'm going to drop the shield. Because release is a free action.
Fine.
Yeah. And then Joanna's going to go, okay, cabron, my turn. And then with her free hand, grab them. And then you see a tattoo up her arm start to glow, and going to use Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Is there armor metal?
Yes.
Nice. I get a +1 bonus to that.
Yeah. And it's you make a spell attack.
Yep.
Cool.
That is a 24.
24. And that including the +1 bonus?
Yeah.
So that's not going to be enough. I don't know if you want to spend a hero point.
I probably won't go down. Sure, let's go. That would be my last
You
one.
have healing potions just in case.
Yeah, exactly. That's better. That's going to be a 28.
28 will hit.
All right, that's going to be 2d12 electric damage. I don't have a d12. Okay, 1 second. Oh, wow. Thank you, roll-a-die.net. That's 21 electricity damage.
So
Uh-huh.
how would you like to take him out?
I think Joanna's just like, I you know what? Why don't we do some more shoulder touch thing? Joanna grabs the shoulder. The tattoo glows and just looks like a bolt, like like freaking Emperor Palpatine just coming from the hand, and then this dude just gets like thrown across the room.
Joanna, have you ever heard of the shoulder touch?
No.
You know, yeah. So let's see. That was 2 actions. And then Joanna's going to use her last action to go up towards this dude. But I only have 20 feet because I'm loud. I'm over here now.
Okay. Dima, you're up next.
Oh, out of curiosity, Aubrey, can I use my hero point to force you to re-roll a save? Or is it just
No.
okay? Okay, well, like a basketball from hell, my beautiful flaming sphere is going to roll over towards the other guard near Agnes, and I can get it to here. So give me a reflex save, please.
And that is going to be. It is going to be a 19.
Nice,
That
nice,
is-
nice. Yeah, that's a fail. So they take 11 fire damage. And then I am going to pull out my beautiful wand of manifold missiles. And what is the range on that?
Far.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
decent.
it is. Okay, and aim it at the father, and he will take a very strong 3 force damage.
Sorry. Okay. And was that your whole turn?
Yeah, taking out stuff is an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless it's on like a bandolier.
Yeah, no, that's my turn.
Okay. Just the guard. The guard is going to turn to you, Agnes, and is going to. Okay, so that is going to be a 28
That
to
absolutely
hit.
hits. I don't have a high AC.
Yeah, you just start. Had so much health. So it'll be 21 slashing damage for the first attack.
Oh, this is so rude.
And
Okay.
is going to spend his last 2 actions to attempt to do an intimidating attack on you.
Okay, what does that mean?
Nothing, because he rolled a 4 with his thing, which
First
is only
time
a
I haven't
14.
been hit.
All right. Also, ask, since it is a 14, what is your AC? Is that 10 below your AC?
No.
Okay. Just needed to ask, because if it was 10 below, that would have been a crit fail.
Yeah. My AC is definitely not that high. So I think it's my turn in response, isn't it?
No, it's Father. Father
yeah.
goes next, and then you do. And so, all right. So Father is going to spend his first 2 actions to cast invisibility on himself. So yeah, he is now undetected, and he is going to it's 2 actions for that, and you don't watch as the door opens, but you hear movement, and I don't know, do you have any attack of opportunity or anything?
I don't have attack of opportunity.
Okay. You hear the sound of him moving away from you, but it's his entire turn. Agnes, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. This works. I don't think it'll work very well, but we can try. We can try. I'm going to use crushing bound. I think it. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm going to attack this guy. Actually, it's my axe again.
Okay.
This time, because I should probably use this ability. Okay, so first it doesn't to activate the rune I have on it to No, I have to damage them. Sorry. So yeah, I guess I'll just make my second attack. That is 22 to hit.
22 to hit. 22 will
Damn
not
it.
hit.
Okay.
And what was your first roll?
My first roll was 17 total.
17? Cool. I just want to make sure, because if you are also susceptible to having a critical failure. If it's 10 under or 10, if it's 10 under, it's a critical failure. 10 over, critical success.
I guess I don't think I can make it if I. So I will.
Oh, and as all of this has been happening, all the townspeople are screaming in horror as they run from the temple.
It picks out.
Go far, far away.
I want to say that I have much to do. Okay, I think that I don't know if this can be. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, again, probably not gonna go well.
Okay. Roll for that.
Yeah, doesn't go well. 19 total.
What is the number? 19?
19
wow, that's
total.
really high.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're doing the -5, -10 for.
Yeah.
Okay. And Lemon, it is your turn.
All right. First action, seek, and I'm going to use a digital dice roller. Just not better. Well, I'm guessing that's not good enough to see an invisible man.
No, it unfortunately is not.
So I'm just gonna Cavaliers charge this fucker. So I get to move any distance that I want, and I get to move up to 2 strides, and I get to make an attack anywhere in that distance. So I'm going to go that far, and then I'm going to make my strike 25 to hit, and I'm flanking. All right, so I get to roll damage. I get to do things.
Yeah.
Do I not add anything to my damage? This is a finesse weapon. Do I not add dex damage?
I think the only time you add dex, I don't think you ever add dex to a weapon.
Yeah, I think it's just 2 hit. For damage, it's still plus strength.
Damage is plus strength. I think there is I think there are a couple of weapons that do, but I think it's mostly because of magical reasons.
Okay, well, it's 5 points of slashing damage. No, piercing damage. That's my turn.
Okay. Joanna, it is your turn.
All right. Is there an action I could do to look for this motherfucker?
Seek.
Ooh,
roll a perception check.
Perception.
Your first action can be to seek. See if you spot him.
That is a 22.
22. Yeah, you actually do. He did not actually. He pretty much moved his distance away. You sort of see him over there.
Okay. Let me look at my actions. Because unfortunately, I'm clanky. I don't think. Yeah, I could get there, and so they're like 2 spaces away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get in their zone then. So, oh wait, what am I doing? Oh,
Oh no.
so that's
It's
easy. I
how.
hold shift.
Yeah.
So like right here, and they're like essentially like right in front of me.
Give or take.
Okay.
You know they're in this area.
Okay, so yeah, Jen's gonna be over here and just like, I know you're here. We don't really want to talk to you. We just need to get the thing.
And that is all 3 actions, right?
Yes.
All right. Dima, it's your turn.
Okay, so I get my free little magic missile shot, which is 2 damage at the guard.
Okay.
And then I think, unfortunately, I'm just gonna use. No, I will sustain my beautiful magic flaming basketball. So reflex save, please.
Okay. And that is 23.
Boo. Okay, so they take 0 damage. But I will use my other 2 turns to move sort of towards where Joanna is. Which is really not very far for me. I will figure out rolling or moving on Foundry, but that is my turn.
Make sure you have the right tool selected. There should be
if you have the ruler selected, you can't move your token.
So you want like the box, the square button.
Cool. It is the guard's turn, and the guard is essentially going to decide, fuck it, and attempt to run away. If anybody has attacks of opportunity, now is the time to use them.
Of course I do. Yeah, Agnes is going to use it to hopefully it just was the goal here.
He is flat-footed, so his AC is lowered.
Is I think 23 total, I think.
23 will hit because he's flat-footed.
Yeah, it's a 23. Cool. Hell yeah. Then I
Yeah.
get to deal damage. This time, I don't know if this will work, but why not? I'm going to can I? Yeah, I don't know if I can, actually. When it has activate a rune on a reaction or no?
On a reaction, I mean, if it's a rune and you don't have to spend an action to activate it, it should automatically, if it's like a fearsome rune or something like that, it should automatically
pacifying.
If it has that little symbol, then you can't do it as a reaction.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
But roll your damage.
In fact, I've been rolling really bad on all my dice. So that is 12 plus, that's 24 damage total.
You said
24 slashing damage total, as far as I can tell. I think it is.
How do you want to end his career?
Wait, is that a... Oh, okay, it's higher than that. Actually higher. I think Agnes...
He's still dead.
Dead either way. Agnes is really fucking annoyed that basically she has been... Last round, she basically just missed this dude 3 times in a row. And so kind of just in a moment of fury is going to just kind of go... she's just gonna like shout and bring this axe down that, by the way, has a design of a human skull that changes to the last person that dealt damage to her. So she's gonna bring it down, be like, in just a moment of pure anger and retribution, kind of screaming in this man's face. And yeah.
And he's dead. He falls to the floor dead.
Aha, motherfucker.
Just father. And the father is.
Moving maybe near me.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you hear moving.
Again, we just want to kind of talk, and by talk I mean we need you to tell us where the idol is.
You don't get a response, but let's see. Yeah. I believe you need to pass a if creatures into them. It's our use of hostile action. Okay. You can attempt a DC 11 flat check to see if you can see where they are to be able to attack them.
I see. As like attack of opportunity, I assume.
They would pass to trigger an attack of opportunity.
Well, there's my first nat 20 of the night.
Okay. So yeah, he is. You can tell he's right next to you as he's trying to pass by.
Okay, yeah. Then Joanna just wants to bonk him with the sword. Machete.
Yeah. Roll for that.
That is a 25.
25 will hit. Which I also don't think makes him visible because he hasn't taken a hostile action against you yet.
Well, that's 10 slashing damage.
10. Okay.
I got him. I don't know where he went.
Yeah, you can all sort of follow the trail of blood as he ends up over here with his second action. Let's see. It's 30, so it's one action actually. And then his second action is over here. And his third action, you can sort of watch as the blood trail is starting to head down the aisle. Agnes, it is your turn.
Cool. I can see the blood trail, correct? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. You can see the direction it's going.
Okay. So, do you see the creature we're targeting?
No, you just have to pass a DC 11 flat check. So you just roll the D20, and if you can get over 11, you can target them. It's just like, do you see? Are you actually going to hit the right spot?
Okay, cool. I'm trying to see. Is the spot where I'm seeing the blood? No, it's possible. How far away does the spot I'm seeing the blood in seem to be?
The blood trail seems to stop right there.
Cool. So that's. I'm seeing too many of these. No, go away.
Oh no.
I think you can Control Z in Foundry to undo.
Nope, there's not. No, there we go. Okay, cool. I think I am going to. Yeah, and then see if I can get this down. Actually, no, I don't need to. I'm just going to cast Crushing Ground. And
And does he need to make a check?
No, because I rolled a 3 total, I guess.
And what
I was
spell were
using
you
Crushing
using?
Ground, which I got from the Druid feat. Damage shut. The creature takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage with a reflex save, but see him, I can't target him. Yeah, and then I guess I'll try move forward however much I can. That'd be 25, I think. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why aren't you moving? I moved you. Oh, so it goes there. Yeah, and I'll end my turn there.
Lemon, it's now your turn.
All right. We're pretty sure he's in this square. So I'm going to command my mount to move. What? No. I don't know why the map keeps moving under me. What is happening?
Boundary's acting a little weird tonight. For me on my end. It's a little bit laggier than it usually is, and I don't know why.
There. Okay. I'm going to go there.
Mm.
And I can do fascinating performance. It doesn't say anything about targeting. It just says I'm making a performance check against their DC.
Yeah.
So I basically like fly in front of him, and I am just twirling my spear in one hand. Is just to be a little bit of a show off with it. Well, I'm guessing his will DC is probably higher than 20.
Will DC, yeah, it is higher than 20.
Is it 21? Because I think I do actually get a +1.
It is not. And because you are in combat, you would actually need to critically succeed to fascinate him.
Well, for panache, I only need to succeed. So I'm trying to get panache, and it's not working. But it's fine. I'll just use my third action to stab.
Roll that DC flat check.
I'm trying to see. I think I have something about even if I fail something. No, it's not relevant. So I need to be an 11 stab. Okay. I don't.
Yeah, no, you can't get a good bead on where he is. Okay. I believe that will bring us to Joanna's turn.
Question. How many actions would it be to take off the half plate?
Multiple. I think it takes like a couple of minutes.
You're right. Well,
unless you have a very specific feat.
No, I don't. Well, while everyone's going over there, I'm just going to make my way over to the statue.
Yeah, and as you approach the statue, you can clearly see what looks to be a trapdoor beneath it.
Cool. Can I just go over through this middle thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not incredibly high up off the ground.
I'm just going to the other one. Wait. No. So there's a trap door under the statue. If you want to kill him, I guess that's okay. But I'm going to go down there.
I do. I want to kill him.
Well, sabes que si se puede.
Okay. And that was all 3 of your actions to get over there, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
all 60 feet of movement.
Dima, it is now your turn.
Okay, I would like to move a little bit closer to him, and then I'm going to try to I'm going to try to cast Mind Games. So give me a will save, please.
That is a 19.
That fails. Okay, so he is stunned 1, and that's my turn.
Okay. It is his turn, and he is going to attempt to run away. So, Agnes, if you want to make that attack of opportunity, roll me that flat check.
He's stunned, so he can't do anything.
He has 1 less action.
No, that's whatchamacallit. Stunned is you can't act while stunned.
Well, I think stunned 1, it's the duration is still 1 action.
1 action.
It's weird that way.
Stunned will slowed will also reduce your movement speed. Stunned is just you lose that number of actions that your stunned value is essentially.
Oh, why is this okay, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah, so
That's
he
weird.
would have 1 less action on his turn. Which I mean, it's still great because that's
Oh wait, does it
pretty much.
Does it have a duration, or is it just stunned 1?
It's stunned 1, and then I can sustain it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically, slowed works the way other conditions work, where you would go from like slowed 3 to slowed 2 to slowed 1. Stunned just counts a number of actions. So, like, if you're stunned 1, you lose 1 action, then you're not stunned.
Like stunned 4 is you don't have a turn, and then you have 1 less action in your next round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just looking at it. It says if it's for a duration, then you use all your actions for the duration. But if it's only stunned 1, it's stunned 1.
Yep. And yeah, Agnes, if you want to roll the DC
33.
flat check. Was that your DC flat check to be able to hit him?
That's C5. Yeah,
It's a DC 11.
Okay.
Okay.
I might end up burning a hero point on this one. Okay, so I rolled that it was going to be the one to hit, and then I just rolled the one to try and see him. So I rolled to see him. I rolled a 15.
15? Yeah, it's a DC
and
11.
Then I rolled that would be 33 in total to deal damage.
33. And also because he is technically flat-footed right now because he is sandwiched between you two. I believe that counts as a critical.
Hell yeah. I get a critical specialization effect, which I really wanted to use. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. What is your crit specialization?
It's next to the initial target. Well, that's sad because it is choose one creature adjacent to the initial target and within reach. If its AC is lower than your attack result, you deal damage that creature. I guess I don't have that, so I just get to roll a normal amount of critical damage.
Triple that damage instead of double. And I gotta make a quick fortitude save.
Wait. I triple that. I can triple it.
Triple the damage.
Hit deck.
Critical hit deck. Yeah. Tell me how much. Yeah. No. Whenever the critical hit deck is a variant.
Oh, okay.
It's essentially is what we use is you grab a card, and this card is decapitation. Triple damage and must succeed at a fortitude save or die. But let's get that triple damage first.
Okay, cool.
So instead of rolling everything and doubling it, roll everything and then triple it.
Just roll.
Roll like you're doing a normal attack and then triple it.
Fell off my desk. That was not great. I've been rolling deep below this entire time on these, by the way. So that's 9 plus, that's 19. But without the dice, that's just 9 damage. So 9 times 3 would be 27. So 27 plus 10.
27. I mean, 37. You feel your axe just go through something, and then you just hear thunk, thunk, as the head and body become visible as just dead on the floor, because he absolutely failed his fortitude save.
Oh no! I'm just gonna start screaming. Agnes starts screaming at the sight of decapitation. And she just
Hey. I'm just sort of like waving to get your attention. Hey, look at me. Look at me. You did good. You're fine. You're just going to turn around. We're going to walk back there. We're going to go down a trapdoor.
And that is the end of that encounter. So yeah, Joanna, you stand in front of the statue.
Joanna's going to use her big, strong mom muscles and move it.
Yeah, I'll say I won't make you roll. It'll just take a couple of minutes. I can kind of hear it's a little bit of pandemonium out there, as you all have performed a religious coup.
I mean, we'll treat the rock
On a
nicely.
day's work.
Yep, and you eventually uncover the trapdoor.
The body is now visible, right?
Yep.
Can I look through delicately his robes and make sure there aren't any keys or anything we need to
Oh, there's a key in the rope. Yeah, there's a key. It's like around was around his neck.
Oh jeez.
It was.
Okay, I'm going to take off the cultist robe I was wearing and use it to like very delicately pick up the key. And then head over to Joanna.
So yeah, you see the trapdoor. Trapdoor is locked. But guess who just got a key?
See Joanna trying to lift it and just like, oh, that's much easier. Gracias.
So
unlock the trapdoor and go in.
Leads you into what appears to be maybe some sort of storeroom of some kind. There were a bunch of just crates that are empty, and most of them are destroyed, but sort of on a pedestal in the middle of the room there's this silvery rock that seems to glow with almost this ethereal energy.
Joanna would like to just go over and just is going to pick it up and just, well, I'm pretty sure this is what we were looking for.
I don't see any other magical glowing rocks,
nor
so
do I.
probably.
It's so pretty.
And Agnes, give me a quick nature check.
Yeah, it's going to be like, can I see anything on it? Because it's a rock.
Yeah, give me a nature check. Dirty 20. This is adamantium.
Oh. Does adamantium normally glow?
Not usually.
How heavy is this thing?
It's actually probably would be about it's a pretty hefty chunk. This is much larger than just like a fist-sized rock.
Wait, weren't we supposed to be getting amber?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
This is an adamantium doesn't normally glow.
Could Joanna make like a check on this?
Sure. If you have Arcana, you can roll that.
I have Lore Master Lore.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. Wow, that's a natural 20, so it's gonna be 28.
It is definitely cosmic in origin, but it's not what you're looking for. It appears that the idol is not here.
Well, what the fuck are we doing here then?
Shit.
Well, no matter what, we're taking this.
Maybe it's in one of the other
'Cause-
rooms. So you check them? You could check them.
Yeah, is there more rooms down here, or is it just like
No,
this
it's just
room?
this one room.
Could we say that we just kind of like make a quick sweep of this place since there's no one in here?
There's no one in here. There's not much else. And honestly, Joanna, this is the first time that a hunt for like one of these idols has kind of just turned up something that is a fancy rock, not an idol. That is honestly the problem with some of these. Is just not always, you don't always have all the information.
Look at the
Yeah, I
rock
think-
and essentially try to see
So like
if
if we search and we just like we don't find it.
Mm-hmm. And as you come back up to the main church level, you see Elle sitting on like one of the pews, just like cleaning their nails with a dagger. So find whatever it is.
Yeah, it's here, but it's not what we wanted.
Yeah, it's
makes sense if
very
it was called the Starstone.
Space
this
rock.
is very an ember rock.
Is this what you were expecting?
Yeah, heard some stories about it. You said did you say what kind of rock that you were looking for?
I think we just said like idol.
Yeah, our rock nerd was off being turned into a cultist, so.
Yeah. They go, so what kind of rock are you looking for?
We were only
it's a piece of amber that has like this flower in it.
Oh. I've seen one of those.
What?
Oh. Where?
Well, when I last saw it, it was in a wizard's tower in northern Ozheim.
How far from here?
2-3 weeks travel, depending on how fast you move.
Well, fuck.
And how long ago was that?
Before I came here, so 6 months ago. The wizard's tower is abandoned, so I don't think it's going anywhere.
What do you know about it?
Something.
Yeah.
The rock? Not much.
Why did you?
Pretty rock. It wasn't outwardly magical. We were there for something else.
Who used to own the tower? And like, if they were there for something else. Yes.
I honestly don't know. That wizard's been long dead.
Oh.
Well, I think with that, Joanna's just gonna start walking out and just like carrying the shiny adamantium. Like, well, I'm taking this.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I get to leave. That's all I really want.
Yeah, the father's gone, so it'll be no problem.
Yeah, and this weird dragon cult's not gonna like use it to bring dragons back. I count this as a win. And have fun. Be careful. It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
This giant like lizard creatures, kind of fierce.
Yes, we all are familiar with what dragons are, I think.
Well, not dragons, but they didn't have wings.
Can I, by the way, go look at it? Does it seem like it could be holding anything inside of it?
The Starstone?
Because I'm curious.
It's possible.
Okay, because I'm honestly curious how it could be used to bring back dragons. It's a space rock. That feels weird. Yeah, but
it's
like, I want to
space rock.
know how were they going?
If you have. And it feels really warm to the touch.
Huh. That's. Any chance? So, okay.
Another nature check.
Can I just roll a vibe check real quick?
Yeah, roll a vibe check. Nature, perception, anything like that?
I detect
Oh.
magic just to get a better
That's
sense of it.
Sure.
Oh, now I roll reasonable. Now I have a
Okay.
28.
I rolled a
28.
23.
23? Yeah. This isn't a rock. This is an
Smash it.
egg.
Hold it!
Smash it right now.
Motherfucker.
This
Hold
is
it!
a dragon egg.
We need to destroy that immediately.
Well, I think we need to find the right people to destroy it. What if we just break it open and you said a dragon? Like that thing?
Yeah. And I mean, listen, if we smash it open and a baby dragon comes out, we can take care of it while it's a baby.
What's the average gestation period of a dragon egg? Do we know that still? It's been a while.
I mean, that's beyond my knowledge, but
It's been here for like 20 years.
I think I know people that can maybe take care of it. I don't just want to just break it open if we still need to find the other shit.
I don't have any adamantine, so I don't know if I even could, but we absolutely need to get that disposed of as soon as possible.
I mean,
Yeah, and I think Joanna like takes a second
I'm not sure
and
about that though. Yeah, dragons are shit, but
Joanna
this won't be raised around dragons, and it's very
Joanna has
interest.
the familiar satchel, which is like armored case. It's an armored case, but yeah, cat backpack, just with no window because it's not meant for like. Well, actually, it is, but like not this one. And just gonna put it in there so it's easier to carry and protect it, and just. I think I know people that could take care of this. I just need to figure out how to get a hold of them.
Maybe notices in the newspaper.
So any last things that you want to do in the cult town?
Well, yeah, while you set fire to the church, I think Lemon is going to go give a little speech. And I don't know exactly what Lemon is going to say, but essentially is going to tell the people like this father is an evil manipulator who's been using magic to force you to do his bidding. He was not a good man, and this town is yours now to do with as you please. Don't worship dragons; they're bad.
Give me just a quick diplomacy.
So I'm going to use performance in place of diplomacy.
Performance? That works too.
And now I get a 30. Okay, thanks, Dice. Thanks for coming through in the role play part after the Thanks, Dice.
Sometimes it just be like that. And you find some people that I guess are like a little bit more trusted, and they seem to be receptive to what you're saying. Even though it does look like a lot of people now that the father is dead, maybe moving on. They seem a little disillusioned.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to leave and do their own thing, that's fine. I just don't want some fucker to turn around and go, all right, now I'm in charge of the dragon cult. No more dragon cult.
No more dragon cult. But yes, you do that, and it definitely all of that, and some of them just seem lost, a little bit unsure what to do with themselves. And Joanna is just setting fire to all the wooden pews inside
Joanna's just like,
there's like bookcases and a bed in another room, and
look, the small one burned everything last time. I wanted to burn something this time.
Is there like a piece of the dragon skeleton on the altar that I could take?
Yeah, you could pry off a tooth.
Okay, cool. I will subtly do that while Joanna burns stuff.
Yeah.
I want to know more about the material.
John's just like, well, you got 5 minutes.
Yep. So you all take your various trophies and I guess get on down the road. Having within about 2 hours dismantled an entire cult.
All in a day's work.
Yeah.
We better get some kind of bonus for this because that was not in the scope of the assignment.
I was expecting the.
God, I think I'm still indebted. My contract was very specific.
I mean, same, which is why I need to go to, ¿cómo se dice? Osheim?
Osheim.
Yeah, I need to go there. Because, without getting the actual thing, I can't go home.
Yeah. And I will say Elle will have given you at least pointed out on your map where the Wizard's Tower is.
Sounds good.
Yeah, you head on your way to head to the Wizard's Tower, and that is where we shall leave it. I will give everybody a second to tell everybody once again who you are, who you've been playing, where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm Alyssa. I have played Dima. You can find me on Twitter at a disaster queer, where you will get a much more current list of things that I am working on.
Hey, because I have no idea when this comes out. Dusty, you're up next.
Hi, Dusty. I use he, they pronouns. I'm just going to say that again because my brain's on autopilot. You can find me online at Dusty Hill. Also behind the person behind the Season Stories, or Season Stories at Season Stories account. You can also find me in cast as on Bring Your Own Mech as call sign Roadkill. I'm just going to leave that as it is. And it's a great show. Aubrey's in it too.
Mimi, up next.
I am Mimi, also known as Michelle Jones. I have been Lemon Leptra. You can find me on Twitter at Alesha Kills, where I will update whatever projects I'm working on. Right now, I'm writing a bunch of different game content, so keep an eye out for that. And if you want to know what else I do, Google me.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Theta. I use they, them pronouns. I was playing Agnes Terra, and you can find me at One Shitty Bird on. I'll say what I do when I do it, whenever that is.
Yeah, go check out all that. The links are in the description below. And yeah, keep listening. There are more one-shots, and lots of characters from these one-shots will appear in our season 3 at some point. It's going to be fun. I cannot wait for it. And yeah, we'll see everybody next time.
Eat your vegetables.
Yeah, eat your vegetables.
Eat your vegetables.
Bye.
Chaos.
No, you gotta eat your vegetables.
Be gay. Roll dice.
An LGBTQIA actual play podcast network.